fucking Super Bowl, baby! Woo! What an unbelievable game to have pulled off what we pulled off. I'm still in shock. Now, I've mentioned this a few times on my channel. Some of you may be aware of this already, but for those of you who don't know, I am a huge Patriots fan. Although my Edelman jersey in the beginning of this video probably gave that away. And yeah, I barely slept at all last night. My voice is now finally starting to come back to me because it had been hoarse all day. It'll probably be that way again by the time this video is over. But you know what? We're talking about this game. Now, before I get into the game, I want to say something to any Falcons fans that may stumble across this video. This video is not at all meant to be me rubbing in your face that we beat you in the Super Bowl. No, not at all. In fact, I really think you guys should be proud of your team. You guys went from missing the playoffs 3 consecutive seasons to getting to the Super Bowl. That's a huge leap. You guys gave us a hell of a battle that had to be taken into overtime for us to beat you. Your team is young, it's very talented, it's well coached, your quarterback just won the NFL MVP, and the future honestly looks really bright for you guys, so keep your heads up. Now, with that being said, let's get into this game. Now, going into this game, I had talked about it with my friends and my family and my coworkers, and we all thought, oh yeah, this will be a good game for sure, but we didn't think it would end up hitting this level. Personally, I thought it was going to be more of a back and forth Super Bowl, you know, we'd score a touchdown, then they'd score a touchdown, and then it would come down to the final drive of the game over who would win the game. And well, the last part was true. So getting right into the first half, every Patriots fan out there will tell you it went pretty fucking shitty for us. The second quarter started, the Patriots are moving the ball fairly well. The young Falcon defenders, they're making some big mistakes that are costing them yardage and penalties. And it finally looks like the Pats are going to put some points on the board, and then Blunt fumbles the damn ball. And the Falcons, of course, took complete and total advantage of that. Devontae Freeman ran in for a touchdown. Later on, Austin Hooper, the rookie tight end, he scores a touchdown. Now the Falcons are up 14-0. And by that happens, I'm sitting there like, okay, this doesn't look good, but it's not quite time to panic just yet. And once again, the Patriots are getting the ball back. Falcon defenders are making some mistakes because you feel like the pressure's getting to them, and a lot of them are rookies, so it is a really big stage, especially for them. And it finally looks like the Pats are going to put points on the board, get themselves into this game, and then Robert Alford picks off Brady and returns it to the house, which then had me sitting there like, you have got to be shitting me right now. It's just like, seriously, how do you allow this to happen? It's like the second quarter is not even over yet. They are already up 3 touchdowns on us. We're getting blown out at this point. And it wasn't until the very end of the second quarter the Pats finally got on the board with a Stephen Gostkowski field goal. Yep, and how did those 3 points have me feeling? Well, kind of like this. True story, I actually did that with a pillow during halftime. It actually helped. So anyways, halftime goes on. Lady Gaga actually gives a really good halftime show. Wasn't expecting that if I was being honest. And now the third quarter starts, and once again, Matt Ryan is just moving the ball down the field like it is nobody's business. He then hits Tevin Coleman. He runs it in for a touchdown, and now the Falcons are up 28-3. I could actually feel my heart pounding in my chest. I'm just like, this is not good for my anxiety right now. And the whole time I'm just repeatedly saying to myself, keep thinking about the comeback in 2013 against the Broncos. Because right now that's all any Pats fan can hold on to. Can Tom Brady make another miracle comeback in the biggest game of the season? Possibly the biggest game of his career. The game where he can shut up all the doubters and officially cement himself as the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. And then finally, before the third quarter can end, Tom Brady is able to hit James White with a touchdown pass, which now makes the score 28-9. And now we're feeling, alright, Gostkowski will hit this extra point. It'll just be an 18-point ball game, and he missed it. So just to emphasize that, the Patriots are down 28-9 against the Atlanta Falcons, who have been the best offensive team in football all year. So right now, I'm thinking the only shot we have at winning is we're going to have to get 3 touchdowns in this quarter, and we're going to have to shut them down. It's like not impossible, but certainly sounds improbable. So the next Patriots drive, Brady is throwing it to Malcolm Mitchell all day, every day. He had a hell of a second half. I got to say that right now. That kid from Georgia, he's going to be special. And they get to the 7-yard line, but Brady is sacked not once, but twice by Atlanta. So now the Patriots have to only settle for a field goal. It's It's now 28-12. I'm just losing my shit at this point. It's like, good grief, missed extra points. Brady's getting sacked all day. This is like last year's AFC Championship all over again. So yes, Atlanta got the ball back, but then comes the moment when every Pats fan started to come alive just a little bit more. Dante Hightower comes in on a blitz, completely unblocked. He strip sacks Matt Ryan. Alan Branch recovers the ball. The Patriots get it back. It's like, yes, we got the turnover we needed. Now do something about it. And I'm telling you, after Dante Hightower made that strip sack, myself, my girlfriend, and my girlfriend's sister are all literally holding hands and just praying throughout the rest of this game that maybe, just maybe, we are going to pull off the comeback of the century. And thankfully this time, the Patriots are able to fully capitalize on that. Brady hits Amendola for a touchdown, and on a great play on a 2-point conversion, James White is able to run it in for 2. It was a gutsy snap going straight to White, but it worked. And then on Atlanta's next drive, on I believe 2nd down, Matt Ryan throws a deep ball to the best receiver in the world, Julio Jones, and he somehow catches it, gets both his feet in bounds on like the 22-yard line, which just sucked because there's only around 4.5 minutes left in the game. If the Falcons can even get a field goal, the game's pretty much over. However, the Pats defense makes great play after great play to the point where the Falcons are just taken out of field goal range and they now have to punt the ball to New England. Now the Patriots have the ball back with 3.5 minutes and all 3 timeouts to get down the field, get the touchdown, get the 2, send this thing into the first overtime in the history of the Super Bowl. And you could just see the fire in Tom Brady's eyes as he's just moving this motherfucking ball down the field, hitting Hogan, hitting Mitchell. He was not gonna back down. And then came it. Then came the play by my fucking boy Minitron. Brady goes deep for Edelman in triple coverage. Definitely not the smartest throw on his part. Robert Alford makes a great tip of the ball, and somehow, some way, Edelman reaches out over these defenders, catches it off of Robert Alford's ankle, and keeps the ball just a fraction off the ground so he can get his hand under it, so it is a catch. Everyone in the room is just sitting there like, did he just catch that? Did he just catch that? So that's what it's like to have a ridiculous, miraculous catch go your way. Feels pretty good. So yeah, it hits the 2-minute warning. The Pats are now at the Falcons' 20-yard line. And yeah, myself, my girlfriend, her sister, we all look at each other like, yep, we're praying again. Brady gets the Pats to the 1-yard line. James White runs it in for the touchdown. Brady then hits Amendola for the screen pass to get the 2-point conversion. Big picture, we're going into overtime. At that point, I sat there and I was like, you know what? We're winning this game. I don't care who wins a coin toss in overtime. After that just happened, after Tom Brady just pulled that off, there's no way we don't win. I believe it wholeheartedly now. The greatest comeback in the history of football is about to happen. And yeah, long story short, the Pats win the overtime toss. They receive the ball, and Tom Brady just makes pass after pass after pass after pass. And to wrap it all off in a pretty little bow, James White runs it in for the 2-yard score. Game is over. The Pats are world champions. And yeah, after that, we all just lost our minds and went nuts. I mean, yeah, I kind of sort of had a heart attack at the same time, but that comes along with it. Just holy shit, I cannot believe that happened. Down 28-9 in the 4th quarter. No other team would come back from a deficit like that. It just shows right there why you can never, ever, ever count out the Patriots when Tom Brady is the quarterback and Bill Belichick is the coach. For the last 23 minutes of the game, the Patriots defense just shut down the Atlanta's best offense in the NFL. That just shows what Bill is capable of coaching and mentoring with this defense. And Tom Brady continues to show everyone in the world that he's got fire in his eyes and ice in his veins. He pulled off the greatest comeback I've ever seen in NFL history. And with that, the Patriots are 5-time Super Bowl champions, and Tom Brady is a 4-time Super Bowl MVP. No other quarterback has more of either. And with that, the argument is done. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback that ever walked the face of the earth. And yeah, haters will probably find this video, they'll dislike it, they'll talk shit to me in the comment section, but you really can't argue me on that. If you think you can argue me on that, feel free. I welcome you. But I'm sorry, there's nothing you can say. It just shows right there. It's not how you start, it is how you finish. And the Patriots finished so strong. Great defense, great time management, an amazing catch by Edelman. One of those catches that finally went our way. A great game by James White. Even if he won MVP, I would have been okay with that because he was phenomenal. And above all, Bill Belichick showing that he has coached this team to do its job every single time. And Tom Brady solidifying himself as the GOAT. Amen to that. So yeah, definitely a very different video than what I'm used to giving you guys, but what can I say? When something happens that I feel should be talked about, I'm going to talk about it. Like the Pats winning the Super Bowl. So that's all I got to say, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.